Did you know that the influencer marketing industry is projected to reach over $24 billion by 2025? That is a staggering number, especially when you consider consider the impact that influencers have on our mental health. I mean, have you ever felt like you're living in a reality show and everyone lives seem perfect, but yours just isn't? The concept of living in a reality show. Have you ever heard of that movie called The Truman Show? Okay, the Truman Show is actually a root, whether it's a delusion or a syndrome. I like to call it syndrome, but it's rooted in a psychological phenomenon called the Truman Show delusion. Okay, and it's where people start to believe that their whole life is being filmed or manipulated like they're in the movie, The Truman Show. With the rise of social media and we see how this delusion or this syndrome can spread because of social media and influencers. After all, we're constantly being fed curated versions of people's lives, making it difficult to distinguish between what's real and what's crafted or what's curated, between what's real and what's fake, what's an illusion or what's a delusion. People will tend not to know or realize the difference between the real world and the algorithm. We constantly compare ourselves, well, actually prepare because everything that we're seeing, but anyway, uh, constantly compare ourselves to these seemingly perfect personas online, these perfect celebrities, these perfect influencers online, and it can lead to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, or even depression and also anxiety. Like, who wouldn't feel bad about themselves when they're scrolling through all of these social media feeds, the various social media feeds, seeing everyone's highlight reels of their life and thinking that they're just not good enough, or look at them, look at this person, that person, and you're constantly comparing yourself, and then you feel like you're not good enough. So, why can't I have that body? Or why can't I have that relationship? Why can't I have that life? Why can't I make that amount of money? And before we know it, we're stuck in a vicious cycle of self doubt, negativity. We're attempting to live vicariously through others, in which many of these people we don't even know. We do not know these people. We do not know these celebrities or these influencers, no matter how much we see them on social media or how much of their lives that they actually record and share with us. We do not know these people. The thing is, social media is designed to be addictive. It's easy to get sucked into a false narrative, okay? A false narrative that we need to be perfect, that we need to have it all together. But the truth is, nobody is perfect. Nobody has it all together. And it's just that we are only seeing a glimpse of the story. We're only seeing a little snapshot, a couple of seconds of what people want us to see or what they want us to see. And that's exactly what's so dangerous about influencer culture and social media culture. It creates a false sense of reality where we start to believe that everyone else's life is so amazing and that we're stuck in the slow lane. The amount of times we have seen social media or like social media influencers and YouTubers where they create content, and then the part of the content that they film is so perfect and nice and pretty, and then they pan over and it is like a pile of clothes stacked over in the corner, or it's just like everything around them is such a mess in order for them to create this one perfect shot. But when they show you everything else, like their office, their room, or whatever is a complete and total mess. Like everything is everywhere, but they only show you the pretty parts. So, anyway, start to question your own identities. We start to question our own values and our own self worth. And we start to think that maybe we're just not good enough. And we start to think maybe we need to change who we are to fit in with the social media influencer crowd and all that type of stuff. So then it really gets scary because then we start to lose who we are in the process. We start to lose ourselves in the process. But did this delusion, where did this delusion come from? Well, it actually has been around for a while, and there has been case studies, even case studies of people who have genuinely believed that they were living in a reality show, and that is just a matter of time before someone discovers a hidden camera filming their every move, and that there was a rise on social media where it basically poured a gallon of gasoline on the fire. Okay. So studies have also shown that social media can actually warp our perception of reality. And it makes us more likely to believe that we're living in a fake world, that the world is fake and the world is not real. And not only that, the influencer culture that's to blame, it's also the algorithms, the advertisements, the whole nine yards. It's a perfect storm for factors that come together to create the Truman Show syndrome. And we're all being affected by it. We're all being affected by it. But here's the thing, the Truman Show delusion isn't just about thinking that you're living in a reality show. It's more about the psychological effects of constantly comparing yourself to others, constantly feeling like you're not good enough. And that's what makes influencer culture so dangerous. It's not just about the influencers themselves, it's about the impact that they're having on everyone's mental health. We are the audience who can't break from it, and the influencers are constantly being pushed to create the content to be pushed. It's a never ending cycle that's actually harmful to us all. So, the takeaway from all of this, well, for me, it's the realization that we need to be more aware of the impact that social media and influencers are having on our lives. We need to be more critical of what we're seeing. We need to start questioning the narratives that are being fed to us, positive and negative narratives. All narratives are not the same, they are indeed different. Because the truth is, we are all living in our own reality show and we all are creating our own scripts. We all have our own lives to live. Um, just to share a little bit about myself, I had to unsubscribe and unfollow from some of my own favorite influencers because I could feel myself getting like stuck on them. Okay, I was wondering what they're doing. When is the latest video coming out? Uh, Liking all the posts on all their social media pages, following all their social media pages, and then it was like I was taking on this idea as if I knew them in real life, and I actually did not know them in real life. I was buying products that I would not normally buy just because I saw them with the products or they had the products in the videos. And I found myself trying to be like these influencers, and I'm not really like that at all in real life. So when I realized this, I did a huge social media detox because it needed to be done. I limited my watch time. I pulled back away from social media and YouTube because I love YouTube, but I pulled away from social media, pulled away from YouTube, turned off the digital devices, turned off any and everything that had me stuck on these influencers. And because of that, I actually, it actually changed my life in for the better because I saw there was a difference in my real life that should not have been affected just by an influencer, making a vlog or doing a video or posting something on social media. And then when it got to that point, that's when I knew it was just way too much because it was actually affecting my real life. And then actually influencing some bad habits on me that I usually didn't do. And it was because I would see the influencer doing it. So, anyways, in conclusion, Truman Show delusion, Truman Show syndrome, it is a real psychological phenomenon that takes a profound impact on our mental health. It is time for us to realize it, take control, and form our own narratives for our lives and for ourselves, and begin to live in the real world. We have to realize you have to get out of the social media world. We do not live and exist in social media. We actually live in the real world. Okay, we do not live in a curated version of our life that we just represent or we just post on social media for a couple of seconds when we have our entire lives to live. We're going to have to realize we're actually living our real life. We're not stuck in social media. So, subscribe now. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the Truman Show delusion or Truman Show syndrome. How do you think we could break free from the influencer culture, social media culture that's actually taken over our lives? Like, how can we break free from this? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn more about the impact of social media on our mental health, make sure you check out the next video, and we can dive more into the topic in the next video, or either just let me know in the comments, and then I can, create more videos for you for that topic if you like. Just let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.